All right, guys. So we have a lot of bonuses going on this month. I'm sure you guys woke up to October 1st, like what in the world is going on? I know a lot of you are new and you're probably like, what are the good bonuses? So the good bonuses are actually get out of debt bonuses. Back in the spring, I double promoted from Emerald to Diamond and I actually claimed $22,000 in bonuses. And I know a few of you on the call tonight have done the same thing. It's literally life changing and it's totally possible and doable for every single one of you. It just takes focus and like literally laser focus, as I always say, and determination and consistency to help people and to really make things happen within your life within a month's time. So basically, we want to go back to the basics. We have a lot of newbies on the call, but we also have a lot of people that just kind of need a refresher, and that's fine. It's always good to go and refresh what you're doing, and sometimes keeping it simple and what you do in the beginning works best, right? So let's talk a little bit about, let's see. I have so many notes, guys. You guys know me. Let's talk about what you need to do right whenever a distributor signs onto your team. So what we do, welcome post, that's really going to set the tone for their business. And that's going to be the very first post that comes up whenever, their friends see their page on Facebook. So that's really going to be a big stepping stone for them. They're joining a new business and they're starting a new venture within their life. So take a photo. Usually I ask the team, hey, is it okay if I use this photo? Make it a flattering one, obviously, and then I edit it, make it super cute. And then I actually have them download the photo, never just share posts, because we don't want to do that. We want to, make it our own. And I always tell them to upload it to their own Facebook and then talk about their why for joining. Okay. Your why is everything. That's your motivation within this business. So if you ever feel like you're down and out, or maybe you hit a slow moment or a speed bump, that's kind of one thing that we need to remember is why did we jump in? Because excitement gets you going, but, commitment keeps you going, right? So let's see, that's number one. Number two, sign into your e-suite. And this is something you guys are wanting to take notes on this, because a lot of you are starting to bring in more and more distributors and you need to know how to teach them, because we're growing as a team and we're building leaders. So you guys want to lead from the front, lead from example, or set the example. So log onto their e-suite. They're going to want to verify their business with the tax information. Other than that, they'll be fine getting started. But if they don't get that commission hold off, verifying their business takes off the commission hold, means they can get paid, right? If they do not verify their tax information and verify their business, they won't be able to get an income. So that's going to be something that pops up in their e-suite or their back office, you guys know, is going to be available within a few hours of them signing up. So that's number one. Okay. Sign into e-suite and verify the business. Then at the little modules at the documents, you're going to see commission. You're going to see all these little different buttons you guys can click into. So with that, you want to go and direct them into doing their It Works You. That is our training. It's nothing long and strenuous, nothing crazy, but it really breaks down, what the company is all about, and it'll teach you a little bit. So e-suite, verify the business, get your It Works You done within 48 hours. Seriously, just knock it out. Excuse me. And from the get-go, honestly, like when I jumped into the business, I wanted to go to the top. I told Tan, I said, I want to be a black diamond. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, but I'm going. I never had a doubt in my mind. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I knew I was going to have to learn a lot, and it was going to be a lot of information up front, but I knew that I could do it. So always keep that positive mindset that you guys are totally capable of this. Go to the document section within the top area of your e-suite and start clicking through things. Start learning a little bit about the products. Grow as you go. As I always say, you don't have to learn everything overnight. You should be asking questions. Don't ever feel like you're annoying your upline or your leaders because you're new, and that's kind of expected. It's a new venture in your life. So we expect those questions, and we're happy to answer them because it shows that you care. Go through the documents, print out your charts, print out your steps to success. There's even a memory jogger, which you want to start writing down people's names, anybody and everybody that comes to mind that you think will be beneficial to this. We don't necessarily always know who does and doesn't need this business. I mean, let's be real, everybody can benefit from it, but not everybody will do it. So how you initially will get started is by not messaging people a sales pitch. You will message people starting a conversation, because we are in network marketing. You want to take the marketing out of it, the sales out of it. You want to focus on growing a relationship with people and connecting and building a bond and building that trust. Nobody ever wants to feel like they're just, a sale, basically, right? So always be genuine with people. Check out their Facebook. If you're curious on how to start a conversation, I go through the birthday section on Facebook, and instead of commenting, I'll actually go through and say, happy birthday, girlfriend. I hope you have the best day ever. Or if it's a dude and an old friend of mine, I'll say, what's up, buddy? I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday. Keep it super simple, but also be genuine, because most people just comment on people's pages when it's their birthday. So you being the person messaging them, that's pretty cool. And it starts a conversation. But always be genuine. Always be genuine. Let's see. Sorry. All right. What else? What else? Okay. What I did when I started, I got a notebook right away. It was just my school notebook with loose leaf paper. And I started watching YouTubes. I started watching YouTubes of top earners, because as the saying goes, if you want to be successful, do as the successful do. So I started following what Tanis did. I started following what Jade Hooper was doing. I started following what Jocelyn Yates were doing. These individuals, they work hard. It's not been a cakewalk for the people at the top to get there, right? Like, it wasn't just like they were planted there. They had to go through the tough times, just like all of us do in life in general. They didn't let any of those negative times stop them. And that's kind of something that we have to remember in this business is, if somebody says no, that just means not right now. I can't tell you how many times people have said, no, or I'm not sure, or maybe a later time. I always write those people's names down, usually within that steps to success. Try saying that 3 times fast. Steps to success month. So I break them down into months, as you should, because that's your guideline for month-to-month basis. I also add an accomplishment section and a potential section. So I'm old school. I write everything down. That's just how it is for me. It keeps me straight. But I'll write down those people's names. That way people were ready 3 months later, or 2 months later, or even a year later, y'all. People have been watching my story for a year and a few months now, and they're like, wow, you're still doing this. Like, that's crazy. I thought it was just like a short-term thing and you'd burn out. I'm like, well, thanks for the encouragement, but no, I'm not going anywhere. So then they'll be interested. They understand that, okay, well, this is for real. I can do it if I apply myself. So don't ever write anybody off. Always write down names and always go back to follow up. You don't have to follow up every single day with them, because that's too much, right? But I mean, we say follow up Friday. That's a good day to go back through your books and start looking at people. Also, if people are interested, but maybe they can't order right away or join the team right away, set a date. So get a date out of them. Say, okay, well, when would be a good time to reach back out to you and to touch base with you? Don't ever say, when's a good time to follow up? That kind of just sounds too businessy, right? And too salesy. Say, when's a good time that I can touch base with you or reach out to you again? Get a date, because let them know that there's urgency behind it, and say, well, I'll write you down. I'll hold your spot. Urgency is everything. Urgency is everything. So whenever you get a date, set that in stone, reach out to the individual then, because half the time they're going to forget, right? But you wrote them down in your book. So reach out and say, hey girl, I just wanted to touch base with you, or hey man, just wanted to touch base with you, and see if you're ready to do this. It doesn't have to be difficult, guys. It's very, very simple, and we should always keep it simple. Whenever you're new, it's very easy to have verbal vomit. I'm guilty. I've been there, because I look back on some of my messages and I'm like, oh no. Keep it simple. Don't answer a question that hasn't been asked yet, if that makes sense. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. Sorry, guys. Do we have any questions so far? No.
think we lost Chelsea again.
Hey, you guys, we just lost Chelsea. She's just texting me. Her Wi-Fi's cutting out on her. She's logging on right now. Did anybody have any questions from what she was talking about? Anyone wanted to talk about anything before she gets back on?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the best way to explain the difference between a loyal customer and trying to actually become a distributor? Like if they start asking about that.
You know what I always say to people? I ask every single person whether they're becoming loyal customers or not. I offer it always to my loyal customers, even if I have someone who's messaging me. I say, hey, if you're interested in the product, do you want to use the product and make money too? I always say that. And I'm just really nonchalant about it, and I keep it short and sweet. And some of them are like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And some of them are like, oh, I want to try the product first. But thank you so much. Most of them really, appreciate you offering that to them, because a lot of people just don't know the type of, money that can be earned in this business. So I always say, or even if they've been a customer for like a month, I always say, hey girl, you're loving your product. You wanna use the product and make money too? I can add you on our team page if you want to check us out. And I just keep it really short and sweet. Don't do a huge long message, because people get very, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, just keep it short and sweet. I remember when I first started and Chelsea was talking about the whole word vomit, like the shorter the better. Like, not that you don't want to act like you care, but you want it to look like, you're just giving them, only give them the answers what they're asking. Like if you give them too much information, they don't have to keep asking you questions. That's the biggest thing I learned, because if you just tell them everything and you write like a huge paragraph, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this girl's all over me. So just keep it short and sweet all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I had somebody ask, what is a loyal customer? Does that mean I have to? I'm still obviously learning a lot.
No,
so,
that's good.
Like a loyal customer, they sign up and does that mean they are on auto ship and they have to constantly it comes out of their account?
Yes, how the loyal customer plan works is you just need to order one product. It can be a different product every single month for 3 months. As long as you commit to those 3 months consecutively, you're considered a loyal customer for life. And I always say that to people, because I say, use a product for at least, at least a couple months, or they can change it up and then they become a customer for life and they get perk points back too. Sorry, Chelsea, I was just kind of answering questions. Chelsea's back.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I get my Wi-Fi in intervals, I think now. I don't know. Sorry about that.
Sense? As a loyal customer and a distributor, we pay the same exact price for product too. So they can join and make money too.
Thank you.
I know a question that I get asked a lot, or a reason for people not to sign up even. They'll tell me, well, I've never tried the products, or I don't know if they work for me, or, I don't have money to order all of these things to try. So how can I tell people that they're working, or what it's doing for me in my life when I just started, to get them excited? You know what I mean? People ask that a lot. How do I tell people how exciting this is when it's not that exciting yet? You know what I mean?
You can use, myself as an example, or Tanis as an example. Basically, fake it till you make it. And I don't mean lie by any means. I'm never going to fabricate anything. But just be excited about a new venture in your life that's truly going to change your life. You know what I mean? Like, think about Asher. Think about your man and your little family, and how a year from now, your life is going to drastically change. So that's something that you can focus on, are those positive affirmations, claiming it now, claiming that it's going to happen without a doubt in your mind, and allow that to really be the excitement right there. I hope that answered your question. Sorry.
I've kind of found my niche with finding the excitement, but that's a question I get a lot from new people that are thinking about starting.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to see the vision. Hence why not everybody joins network marketing or joins It Works, right? but it's definitely something that I thought whenever I was like about to jump in. I was like, well, what is there to be excited about? But you really got to think with an open mindset and to see the bigger picture here. It's like, if you actually jump into this, the only way that you can fail is if you quit. That's it. There's 8 ranks of this company. So even if you're only promoting 1 time a year, which all of you guys are all rock stars, so you're going to be promoting quicker than that. But if you're only, even if you're only promoting 1 time a year, you're still going to be a millionaire within 8 years. You know, it's hard for people in corporate America to actually say that within 8 years they'll be millionaires, because half of them won't even go anywhere in 8 years, right? So let's see.
Hey,
That makes
Chelsea,
sense. Awesome. Hey, Court. My
hey,
excitement for ordering products for myself is awesome. I'm sorry, Court.
I'm sorry. You said in your first 30 days you want 4 loyal customers, is that right? And then
Yes,
or
yes.
what's the
It is 4 loyal customers in 30 days. That's your first goal. So, I mean, along the way, obviously, like being consistent, you could easily get more than that. And your upline, myself, like I'll help you the whole way for sure as well. I hear a lot of football in the background somewhere.
and they have to, as a loyal customer, how many BB or whatever?
Who said that? Sorry.
Me.
Can you guys mute
The
yourself? Sorry.
I told them $40, but it's $40.
I hear somebody talking about $40.
Mute.
All right. What was your question, Court? I apologize.
No, you're fine. For the loyal customers, how much did you say as a loyal customer they purchased, or how many BVs do they have to have?
Well, customer, I mean, so all of our products have different volumes. So depending on what the person wants and what their main goals are, that's going to vary. But I mean, they're getting the 40% off. And then once you get all of your customers, all that volume is going to combine. So all their orders actually combine into, if they're personally enrolled, that'll go towards your 4. And then once you start getting distributors and everything, their volume is actually going to be considered your group volume. So that's going to be what the 400 qualified leg stands for, if that makes sense. So you have your personal volume, and then you also have your group volume, which it shows up on your eSuite as well. So a cool way that you can look at your downline, and I'm sure a lot of you do this too, or maybe even have other ways, go to your eSuite, log in, and you might want to write this down. Go to reports, go to tree viewer, and this is how I do it. You guys may do it differently, but reports, tree viewer, it's on the left-hand side because I know there's a lot of little clickies that you can pick. So reports, tree viewer, and then you can actually look at your whole downline. You can click to look at loyal customers if you wanted to, or you can just look at your distributors. That way, you know, whenever you're pulling in customers, loyal customers, and they have their 3 months going, you can kind of estimate, have a guess of what their volume is going to be by the 25th. I mean, granted, the loyal customers can change out their orders and everything, but you will have somewhat of a ballpark amount going into it whenever it comes to their volume. So that way you know, okay, well, I should move a loyal customer here and help this person out, or I'm going to need, you know, volume here or wherever it needs to go, right? So just be mindful of that too, because you can go in and literally add things up. You know, it's the 3rd of the month, so it'll be kind of, I guess, difficult to add it up right this second, but give it like a week or so into the month, and then you guys will be able to go in and actually do the math and kind of get a guesstimate of where everybody's sitting, or where they will be sitting as the 25th. And I say the 25th, those of you that are new, because the 25th is the last day that auto ships run. So people can still order past the 25th. But when the next month runs, they'll either be able to pick their date before the 25th, or no matter what, it's going to run on the 25th. Okay. But they can still order past that. They can do a separate order if they're already in the system, or if they're a new loyal customer signing up, they can still sign up past those, you know, those next 5, 6, 7 days, but they just won't run after the 25th ever. So on the 25th, you'll definitely know the volume that you have and what you need and where it needs to go if you're up going for a promotion, which a lot of us are this month. So hopefully that answered a couple questions in one.
Yep.
Yeah, you're welcome. Totally. You guys have anything else? We're going to go over some verbiage. You guys are interested in that.
Chelsea, I have a question real quick before we switch over.
Yeah, girl, go ahead.
Okay, so like getting back to the volumes, I actually had a DT that she canceled her e-suite, and I haven't
Okay.
heard anything back from her. I've tried to talk with her.
Okay.
So now I'm having to build her 400 along with mine, correct? Is that right?
I mean,
Because I talked with Janice about this a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, it depends. I mean, it's the first of the month, so say if you sign somebody up, that person may very well just be able to replace that individual that quit. And if ever any of you ever get in a situation like that, if it's close to the end of the month, you can sometimes talk to this person and explain to them that, well, can you please not cancel, but just shut off your e-suite? If somebody just shuts off their e-suite, that just means they're not getting charged, right? They're not going to get that $20 for their website taken out every month, which is fine. But if they cancel, you literally can't use that volume. Okay, like
Right.
they're done. But
The one
it's kind of the same thing. Whereas if they just shut off their e-suite, then at least the volume's still there and it can be accessible, it can be used, but they're just not getting charged. And you can also let them know, like, hey, maybe it's not the best time, but so you don't have to go through the whole ordering process and the $99 again. Just shut off the e-suite for now. That's another option. That way, that volume is still there for you to use, and the customers are still there, obviously, but they're not completely canceling a leg. But since she did cancel it, or they don't count right now. But if you bring somebody on, you can just put them in their place technically, if that makes sense. Like basically replace them.
Okay.
So say if you have an executive, 2 people in your top line, 1 cancels completely. You bring somebody else on, boom, that person's going to be that one of those 2. If that makes sense. I mean, it might take a little longer to get that volume where you need it to be, but that's exactly doable. That's exactly
Okay.
what you should do.
Okay.
For sure. But if that ever comes up again, ask them, about the e-suite. Can we just shut off your e-suite? That way you don't have to go through the ordering process again if you ever want to do it. And let them know, that it means a lot to you because it's your business as well. And you would prefer that. So majority of the time people will be okay with just shutting off the e-suite because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing I think that may have been what she'd done. I don't know. I tried to talk with her. I don't know. Is Tori still on? Tori, do you know? Have you talked with her?
The one you're talking about, Janelle, she actually
Yeah.
all together. She turned everything off and canceled. So
Yeah, I
she
thought she did.
replaced in your chart.
But she what now?
You need to replace her in your chart, so add somebody else in her spot.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and Janelle, I know we talked about this. Stuff like this happens, and if someone doesn't
All
want
the
to
time.
do it, it's better she's just done now. It's too bad,
Exactly.
but
Exactly. Y'all, people
Yeah.
fall.
I've had
People fall off.
lots.
Oh gosh. People fall off all the time. It's just,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
part of it. And it's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of me. It's not a reflection of any of you guys. And it's not just, it's one of those things where we say it's not a cakewalk to get to the top and to be, a top earner. You got to go through the crap to get to the good. And that's just a part of it. And it's going to give you a thicker skin. It's going to frustrate you a little bit, but just say la vie. It's okay. Because for every single person that quits, there's going to be a rock star coming in right behind them. I can guarantee that. Tanis has been in almost 2 years. I'm coming up on, a year and 3 months. It's not been easy, but it's also been super rewarding. And it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. If people quit, oh well, bye. Because there's going to be other rock stars that show right back up. So, you keep doing what you're doing. You're doing just fine. And, it'll be one of those things that goes towards your testimony whenever you are a top earner. You can say the hard times that you went through and then look where you are now.
Absolutely.
That's kind of the coolest thing to look back on.
Chelsea.
Yes. Hi, Brandy.
Hey. I don't know about I actually have 3 distributors who do not do anything. So I'm constantly
Okay.
trying to build them.
I hope I don't cut out on you guys again. I might. I'm going to call in. Hold on.
Chelsea just doesn't like us, you guys. Where did Brandy go? Oh, Brandy's still there. Hi,
Yeah, I'm
Brandy.
here. Hey, so I didn't know if I was if I'm the only one, but I have to constantly
no.
build all of mine. I
So-
can't get any of them. One girl, I guess she left the group that I added her in,
Mhm.
And then like the very first one I signed doesn't even know how to download like Zoom. So I don't know.
So I always ask people what their goals are when they join. You know, because here's the thing: people think that they're going to buy a kit and become these top earners and not really do anything, right? You know, it's not your fault. You know, it's hi Chelsea. I'm just talking to Brandy about people stop and or people don't ever work, or it happens all the time. I mean, what do you think would happen if all 500 of my distributors, almost 500, would all work? Oh my gosh, I'd be a millionaire by now.
Right? Be like ambassador, baby.
Oh yeah, we'd all be ambassadors by now. But that's not the case, and it makes you stronger. Honestly, if people don't want to work the business, I mean, I message some people, and if they don't like respond back to me, I just move on. I mean, it's too bad. I've tried. I especially if they're a friend of yours too. But at the end of the day, this is a business too, and you can only help people so much if they're not willing to help themselves. You know. Unfortunately, it happens, you know. So, you know, Chelsea, do you
I reached out to this girl today, and she was literally like, "Oh, I'm guessing you're a fake account." And I was like, "Why would you think we're fake? Like, why would you think that?" And she was like, "Because." And she's like, "I gotta go." So I just left it, and I was like,
"You pray people in and you pray people out. If she doesn't want to do it, you don't want to chase her. She does. I don't know why she joined, right? So
yeah."
Just focus. You know what? I mean, Chelsea knows the story. It makes you stronger. I mean, if every single person you signed up really worked the business, right? But not everybody wants to do launch parties. Not everybody wants to stay consistent on Facebook. Not everybody wants to rap people. Not everybody wants to get on the phone with people or add new people on social media. Everybody joins us for different reasons. I mean, I joined this because I want to be at the top of the company, but that doesn't mean everybody else does the same thing.
Whatever.
Oh, hi.
I was gonna talk to you guys. Can you guys hear me now? I'm on my phone. I switched it up. Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, uh-oh. I hope this works. So we're just gonna do. Oh, who is that?
Sadie.
Hey.
Hey. I've had a couple people message me. They're interested in the business, but they keep asking me, you know, how easy is it to sell? Is it hard to sell? And I just keep telling them about the 3-3 rule and how being consistent is key. I don't know if, you know, there's something else I should be telling them or just stick with that.
I always say to people, I don't sell. I mean, like, obviously you sell direct sales company, but I always say people join people. They don't join a product, though the products are great. If you're a positive person, if you're consistent and you're not salesy, but focus on growing the relationship, then yes, you'll do amazing in this business. But if your page looks like an advertisement with, you know, a ton of it works photos instead of selfies, you know, and your adventure, then I find that it might be a little bit harder for people. So I always tell them, you know, make it about the adventure. Always show excitement and fun. What is it? Freedom, fun, and friendship, or whatever. That's what It Works stands for, right? Like, that's what our motto is. And it's because that's what we do. You know, we're the crazy rap thing. So we're non-competitive. So I wouldn't even tell people about the steps to success really right away. I would just tell them, you know, people join people strictly. You know, as long as you show your adventure and have fun and are consistent daily, then you'll be successful. That's really what sells people on jumping in if they're on the fence, because some people like to complicate the fact, oh my gosh, will I be successful as a salesperson? And it's like, stop. You know, we're not sales people. We don't hound people. We shouldn't be hounding people because we don't teach y'all to do that. But I said it in my video earlier. It's like, I don't like people that, like, people in the middle of the mall, they approach you and they're like, hey, try this hair supplement or try this hair oil. And I fake a, you know, phone call. Like, we're not those types of people. So I always let people know that, you know, if you're curious about the business, the money is amazing as long as you treat it like a real job. It's not a job, it's a business. Treat it like a real business and be the CEO of your business, because 90% of this is self-motivation. So if you're somebody that is, ready to grab the bull by the horns, you're gonna be successful. If you jump in from day one and you work it every single day, you're gonna be a top earner eventually, guaranteed. So hopefully that helped.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm just reading the chat here.
Well, how about, you guys have any other questions before we talk about some verbiage? You're good. That's one thing I can't see right now. When it comes into your posts, guys, I know that it is easy to be excited and just want to post like, it works, vomit all over your page. I get it. Trust me. Because it's different, right? Emotion and post. We need to focus on theater, like I just said. You need present and future. Tell a story. Don't make it overwhelming. No, we don't need to see an essay. You could make a huge long status. I've been guilty of that. But want to show emotion, people join people. So if you're a single mom, or if you're just a mom in general, or if you're somebody that works, a lot of hours and you're ready to bring that back and, kind of take control of your life hourly or daily, post about that. And if you're new to It Works, talk about the past, present, and the future. Okay. And there's YouTubes on this from some of our top earners. They talk about this all the time. Talk about where you are now and where you definitely will be because of this business. Because again, positive affirmation. If you're believing that you are genuinely going to be at the top, you will be. You will be. Write down your goals and you will be there. I guarantee it. But talk about the past, present, and the future. Be emotional. Take selfies. People want to see you. They don't want to see buy this for $9.99 or whatever, We don't want to be an advertisement. Okay, because too many times you'll see network marketers on social media just make it look like an advertisement or a commercial. And we don't want to do that because people run for the hills if they see that. So what I recommend doing is actually, obviously you're friends with Tanis and I on social media, which is a start, but you really want to follow top earners. Like don't ever comment, and don't ever befriend them, but follow them and just look at how they post throughout the day. Look at how put together their posts are. Look at how exciting they are. They show friendship, fun, and freedom, right? And that's exactly what you guys want to do. It's all about your consistency. You can't post one day and then not for 2 weeks. That's inconsistent. People aren't going to take you seriously as a business owner because people are going to join people for emotion, and they're also going to join somebody that they've watched consistently over a span, right? Again, I still have people tell me, Chelsea or Coop, my nickname, Coop, I've been following you for like a year and I see that you're still doing this and you're having a lot of success. How can I get started? Because I've never taken a day off. I don't know whose phone that is. No, you're fine. You're fine. I've never taken a day off, and that doesn't mean that I'm missing out on family events or field hockey games or anything like that. Like I'm not just buried in my phone. It's like I'll go to the restroom if I'm out and about, or I'll sit down if we're out to eat or something, and I'll just throw out one of my posts. And if we're out to eat, I'll go ahead and blitz the waitress and tell her about the amazing opportunity because people need this, right? So it's not that hard to stay consistent daily. I mean, and I've worked jobs where I couldn't have my phone for 8 hours at a time. Guess what? There's apps. There's apps for that. There's apps that can help you stay on track. It's called Hootsuite, HOOTE, SUITE. What you can do is pre-make your posts and then choose the time the following day for you to shoot them out. And they will say you want to shoot one out at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Boom, they're done. Follow the 3-3 rule. Jade Hooper on YouTube. Write that down. Jade Hooper, YouTube, 3-3 rule. It literally breaks down on how you should post daily, or it's not salesy and you're genuinely showing your adventure. So that's a
Chelsea,
good one.
What did you say the name of the app was?
Hootsuite, HOOTE, SUITE, I believe. I was no spelling bee champ, but I think that's it. But it's a good one, and it saved me when I started my business because I was still working on the road, 15 days at a time out of a dang hotel room, and I was on the floor for like 8 or 9 hour days. So it saved me. And Allinson, if she's still on, I think you are, all about that life. So it's a tough one, but you can make it work if you're somebody that's busy. You just have to find your time management, and that this business is truly going to it's going to grow you as a person. It's going to teach you many different things about yourself. It's going to give you a thicker skin. And time management is something you'll learn too within this business if you don't know it already. Now, Jade Hooper also has a really good YouTube when it comes to verbiage, and we'll talk a little bit about it. It's called Seal the Deal. Great one that you guys will want to look up, especially if you're new. I jumped in and I started taking notes right away on the YouTubes of top earners, just because there's such great little snippets of, training things, how to get your team going, verbiage, how to sign LCs, how to sign distributors, things like that. So let's see.
I kind of agree because I want to start editing my photos.
What was that? Sorry. Hello? Not sure who that was. Let's see. So seal the deal. Basically what it comes down to is you guys being simple, keeping it simple, no verbal vomit. It's easy to do whenever you're new because you're very excited and you feel like you got to get all the information out.
Because I make video clips for my slideshows and stuff. And
so
I can't do it.
When somebody comments or likes on a post, what you're going to want to do is message them because obviously they're showing interest. And you'll want to keep it simple. So say you posted a hair, skin, and nails post, and just a buffer here. If nobody's liking or commenting, they're still watching. Trust me, they're going to come out of the woodwork. They always do. But if you post a hair, skin, and nails post and somebody likes it, go in and just say, hey girl, you're interested in the HSN. That's it. Keep it simple. Hey girl, you're interested in the HSN. Let's see. You'll give
Nathan.
You'll give a little summary about what it is and why it's different, but you won't go into an essay. You won't give them a whole spiel of anything. Just say it's an all natural hair, skin, and nails product that doesn't have any preservatives or synthetics like you would find over the counter. Period. People will say, well, how much is it? You're going to want to give 2 prices. Okay, you're going to want to say HSN retails at $55 for 3 months treatment, or for a month's treatment, or only $33 if you do the 90-day challenge. Everybody loves a deal, guys. So make sure you start with retail and then say, but I can get it to you for $33 if you want to do a 90-day challenge. The 90-day challenge is our loyal customer program. So loyal customer program is loyal customer orders one product, a minimum of 1 product per 3 months, and in turn they actually get perk points, so they can cash those in, like cash, real cash, at the end of those 3 months. So I had one girl get a ThermoFit for like $4, which is pretty amazing. So in the long run, they're actually getting something really awesome.
Where are you at with this?
So when they ask what the 9-day challenge is,
so what
just say that.
I make slideshow clips of things.
You get an order for 3 months and you get my discount, period. Keep it simple.
How I do it, you just read it, disagree.
Don't ever send your website just to somebody and expect that they're going to log on, because a lot of the times they won't. A lot of the times they forget or they just don't log on. So what you can do is, let's see, I have so many notes written down, per usual. You can actually say, well, if you're ready to order now, I can walk you through it. Let them know that you're there for them and that you can do this for them. People want the ease of that, right? Just like they want the ease of things being delivered to their home. They want you guys to put in the work and do it for them. Or if they're not ready to order right now, the flip side of this is setting one of those dates that I said earlier. Say, well, when would be a good time for you to order? I'll put you down in my books and I'll hold your spot for the challenge that way, or I'll hold your spot for the discount. So that creates a sense of urgency. You'll get a date set. You'll, that date will roll around, and then you'll be able to reach out to them, and boom, loyal customer. So that's pretty simple. Do you guys have any other questions? Anybody? I don't want to keep you guys on too late tonight. I know it's Monday and you guys have babies getting ready to go to school tomorrow. Tan, do you have anything else?
No, I'm just saying the biggest thing is I know people are asking, like, you know, maybe they've been in the business for a while and nothing's happening. You have to be super passionate about it and you have to take action.
Absolutely.
I think sometimes people may look at a ruby or an emerald or a diamond or double diamond or whatever you are and think it just happens by putting up some posts on Facebook. But I mean, you guys, if I just relied on putting up some posts on Facebook here and there, like it would take me years to get to diamond. There's nothing wrong with that, right? If your goal isn't to start promoting really quickly. But if you want to promote quickly, you have to be willing to put in the work, the effort. I posted up on the training pages today. Like, I don't sleep much. Actually, my husband made me go to sleep early last night. I'm always, trying to help my team. I'm a product of I use the products. You have to use the products. I know I spoke to a couple of you on here. I won't say any names. And you asked me my advice on things, and then you just stopped replying to me. And, I want to help you. If I give someone a little bit of tough love, it's only because it helped me. And I'm not going to tell you like, oh yeah, and give you all these rainbows and butterflies and tell you that it's easy, and it's just going to happen, right? But I will say, if you start working your business and you take it seriously, you can be exactly where Chelsea is. You can be where Tori is. You can be where any of the rubies and above are. So. Like, don't compare yourself. I mean, that's why I always ask everybody what their goals are in this business. Some girls don't reply to me. I tell some girls to do parties. They don't want to take my advice. I tell some girls to, if they want to talk to me on the phone, and if they don't want to talk to me, I can't force anyone. I can't force people to get on Zooms. You can't force people to do parties. Or try and grow as a person. And Chelsea will be able to know this for sure, every single leadership role in this business makes you a tougher person. And if you're not ready for it, you're not going to promote. If you're complaining about everything and down in the dumps, would you want to join someone who complains about everything? Or would you want to join somebody on Facebook who's positive? I had a crappy weekend. I'll tell you that right now. I had a really crappy weekend. I had something upsetting happen last week, and then my daughter and whatever. But if I put that all on social media, tell everybody that my weekend sucks and that I'm mad and that this person upset. We are people's hope, right?
Yep.
They're coming to us because they need something in our lives. And, I see so many people's posts, and I mean, some people are really excited and upbeat and trying new things. And then there's some people who just might not be consistent enough. If you're not posting like the 3-3 rule and you're trying to grow on social media, then you're just wasting your time, So you have to be consistent, and being excited is everything, and being passionate about what you're doing. And then, of course, working your business, of course, right? But network marketing is all about growing and trying new things. Like, oh my gosh, I've had people quit, like lots of people quit. I have people who started, never did anything. I've had my fair shares, like, you don't get to the higher ranks by just having it all be peachy, right? So this business, you have to plug in. You have to, want to be connected. I have a couple of girls I talked to today. I've been trying to give them advice, but if they don't want to listen to me, it's exactly what Chelsea said. Like, I listened to everything Jackie told me when I started because I knew she was making this huge amount and I wanted to be where she was. So I got my head out of my rear and said I was going to do it, right? So you have to have no excuses when you work for yourself because, Chelsea or whoever your upline isn't going to call you every morning and be like, Susie, are you doing your job today? Or, we're not anybody's bosses. I mean, my upline never spoke to me again, right? So you have to be motivated to do your business. And you have to want to promote because your upline's not going to do it for you.
Yep.
I say this to Chelsea, You know, if you can build your business, I've never been given a customer, I've never been given a distributor, I've never been given volume. I've worked my business, and that's the way to do it. You want to teach your distributors to get distributors, those distributors to get distributors, and just work with your team and just keep running with your runners. If you have people in your team who don't care, forget about them. Like, they're in your way. It sucks because I always try and help everybody, but if they don't care, why do I care, right? I mean, it works like 24/7, like 24. My goals are so big, you know. I mean, I have so many friends in the business. I mean, yeah, I have other friends too, but and I'm always making new friends, and I'd rather just, you know, grow my business, to be honest. Like, I figure work really hard for like 5 years, you know, become a millionaire, and, you know, where else could you make, you know, decide your own paycheck at any job, you know?
Totally.
Did anyone have anything else they wanted to kind of talk about? Chelsea, thank you for all that. It was awesome.
Oh, you're welcome. Can you hear me? It doesn't like light up green.
I can
whenever
hear
I'm on
you.
the- Okay. Oh, I like to think I'm tech savvy. Not really though. Not really though. It's the haircut.
Hey, Chelsea, I have a question.
Hi. Yes.
I know you told me this, and you probably already went over this, but I walked away for a
That
second.
is a-okay. That's okay.
You told me like the 3 like main posts like through Facebook, like do the motivational, like positive, like quote in the morning or whatever, and then like one of yourself, or you said there's like 3 main ones that you recommended.
So it's something I do for me. Like the 3-3 rule is like a positive post in the morning, just because people need that. Like Tan said, you know, we're the hope for other people, right? So like I do a positive post. I always get like cute little quote things from Pinterest. Pinterest is my best friend. So I do that. And then I'll make an opportunity post, you know, talking about the business and what it's done for me. Or, you know, again, I'll use a past, present, future post. You know, I'll talk about where I was a year ago and how cool it's been to look back on the past year. And I know that you're new, but you've been in It Works before, and, you know, it was a little different than what it is now. So
Yeah, a lot different for the best.
You know, yeah, past, present, and future with an opportunity post is great too. It's super motivating, and it's, you know, that with like a selfie or a picture, you know, when you and your hubby were at the beach, like something like that would have been a good post. You know, you'd be able to work from the island, which is cool. And then I do a lifestyle post. Like today in the gym, I had my greens and my thermo, and I was slinging some weights, getting ready for this cruise. So I made sure to talk about that, right? But I was implementing it into my life naturally. It wasn't just like a bottle of ThermoFit that had text on it that says buy this for $39 or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's when I say implement it into your life. Genuinely show that you're using the product. Genuinely talk about your adventure and show, you know, if you're at the beach and you're able to work, do it. Or if you're able to run a bunch of different businesses, or you're working different jobs and still working this, talk about that. That's actually, Michelle does that. She's in nursing school, which I know is so intense. You know, their team no days off with nursing school, and she's still able to work her business. So she talks about that a lot, and the fact she has a little one, or 2 little ones. So just your life, you know, just talk about your life. People will relate to that, and they'll see that it's possible through you. And it does take time. You know, it's going to take time to get going. I didn't get a distributor for 4 months. That's, you know, thankfully to Tan, she gave me somebody because I wanted this. I was signing customers, but I was like, I'm ready to go. But that guy doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Sorry, you guys.
No, you're fine.
Chelsea, can I say something? Like, you guys look at someone like Chelsea. She joined last summer, and she's going triple diamond, like, right away. And her spouse diamond. So in just over a year, in her 20s, she's making a 5-figure income a month.
Yeah.
You know, and
crazy.
So it took her not long, but it took her longer to get diamond and then quickly to double. I went diamond pretty quickly, but then it took me like until the following winter to go double and then triple. So never compare yourself to someone else's journeys. You don't know what people's downline or what's going on in their journey or their life or whatever's going on, right? So
absolutely.
You know, some people promote really quickly. Jade Hooper took her a year to go diamond, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think so.
And
then
Robin, you guys, went diamond, you know, after a year. Victoria, you know, but then, you know, they're all like, you know, but maybe they're gonna promote quick again, right? Like I know there's a lot of rock stars on both of their teams, you know, so it's like Sue's waving her hand. Yeah. Sue's gonna go
Aw, Sue, I love Sue.
That's the thing. You have to believe you can do it. You have to believe you can do it. Because if you don't believe you can do it, people aren't going to believe you can do it.
Exactly.
You know, are you going to want to join someone's team who's like, oh, and you guys, another thing, I'm not trying to be mean. You guys don't post certain things on Facebook. Like anything that you're going to basically lose potentials over.
Politics. Stay away from it.
Yeah, stay away from like...
or at least find neutral ground.
I mean, you
know?
can
like,
joke about certain things, but don't like say who you're voting for or like talk about things because you know what? Like it's not. It's not good. People,
I learned that in pageantry when I was competing. You know, you never want to. You want the pros and cons in general. You want to stay neutral. You don't just want to sway one person because if this person's agreeing with you, it doesn't mean that this judge is going to agree with what you're saying in the interview room, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing with life and social media and being a business owner. You know, some people will be like, well, she's a so-and-so, whatever, Republican. I don't want to join her. I don't care how successful she is.
Yeah.
People are silly like that. But I mean, it is what it is. We have our beliefs. We have our opinions. That's great. But just stay neutral and don't ever offend anybody, basically. So.
Yeah. And again, if you guys really need this to happen, like you guys got to try everything. You can't just post on social media and wait for all these people to be messaging you and joining your team. And I mean, if you're working social media, you have to really work it. Like you have to be doing what like Chelsea and Tori are doing and a lot of the other girls. I'm just saying that because they're on here right now. But, you know, I know a lot of the girls use social. I mean, I do a little bit of everything. I had a couple rap parties last week. Every single rap party, you guys, I do, we sign people up, you know, whether they sign up that exact night or not, but it's all about following up with people, you know, so.
Totally.
I have a big one here on Wednesday, and then I'm doing another one a couple next week, and, you know, so ask for upline watch parties or, you know, like.
Yeah. I didn't even do like my first.
I always ask them.
I didn't even do my first actual like face-to-face rap party until I was a year in. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah.
But I was doing them consistently on social media. You know, Tanis and I, when I was first getting started, she would do them with me because I had to learn what I was doing. And we'll do that with you guys, you know, but do it. You know, if people are interested in the business and they can't maybe buy their kit right now, you can host a pre-sale event, which is similar to a launch event for somebody that joined. So if somebody's needing to sell 4 wraps, you know, have them invite their friends and family, genuinely, of course, send a message first. And then, you know, do that for them. And then most of the time they'll be able to sign on with you. Try anything and everything. If this person really wants it, you know, you guys will make it happen. So, but keep connecting with people, keep growing your network. If you only have, you know, 100 friends on Facebook, we got to get growing and growing. Sorry, not just got to get going. We got to get growing. So you can do that with people you may know section on Facebook, but be careful because you don't want to start adding sidelines and you don't want to add people that are already in the business, but on a different team. So I always add about 5 new people a day that I have mutual friends with, not just one mutual friend. I have like quite a few, and I'll check out their page, and I don't necessarily message them right away. I don't do a sales pitch. My life is my sales pitch. You know, my journey is my sales pitch. I let people scope me out for a little bit and just see my consistency and what I do. And then, you know, over time, they'll either like something, they'll message me, or I'll start a conversation that doesn't even relate to the business. You know, genuinely just say, I add a lot of pageant girls. You know, pageants have been my life for 15 years. So I add a lot of pageant girls, and I'll ask girls, you know, if they're competing again or what system they compete in, and just start a genuine conversation that doesn't even pertain to the business. So, sorry, Brandy, I'm just reading your chat. Let's see. Some may think that it doesn't help each month they make it more sticky. Yes, I do that too, Brandy, and it works. Actually, I showed you guys in a video my double diamond one that I came home to. You know, I was in Colorado and I put it up before we left. And I came back and I was double diamond. And I just crossed out double diamond and put triple diamond. And then Phil is diamond. But it's crazy. If you put things out there, they're going to happen, guys. Like, believe in yourself. That's so hard sometimes. No, you're fine. But just believe in yourself. You guys you're so capable of everything.
Your mindset's everything. Like, there's a difference. Some of you guys are like, yeah, I'm going to do it this month. I'm so pumped up. I'm excited. And then some of you guys message me and I'll say something and it's just like excuses the whole time. So, and whenever I'm trying to help, like, I'm not trying to be a hard ass, but I'm just telling you the honest truth, you know?
Totally.
Sorry, I'm just reading a post here. So, like, I just don't want you guys wasting your time and thinking that, you know, you have to, like, put in the work to make it happen, you know, and your attitude is really everything. If you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, oh, so-and-so's doing this, oh, and if you're complaining, well, your energies, that's not helping you at all. You're going to be like, I'm going to do this month. I don't care if I have one distributor. I'm going Ruby this month. I'm going to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, your thoughts and your attitude is everything in this business. Everything.
Absolutely. It is. I mean, what
Just
you put
hide
out
your
there
life.
is what you put out there is what you get back. So if you're going to complain, guess what's going to keep happening? And this is pertaining to anything in life, you know, not even just the business. If you're going to complain about something, that negative situation is going to keep coming to you. Whereas if you're positive and you're pumped up, maybe it's not the ideal situation, but you say to yourself, I'm going to do this, you know, my situation is going to change for the better, then it will. Only you can control that, though. So if somebody, pertaining to the business, if somebody quits, then say la vie, like, be done with them. Don't let that be detrimental to your business, because we've had girls on our team, and Tanis knows, they've lost like 1 or 2 people and then they've just quit, you know? And it's like, if Tanis and I and some of you guys even have experienced this, and Tori and Allinson, like, if we were to quit when 1 or 2 people would have quit, we would have been done by now. We wouldn't even be in this business. But we keep pushing because it's not a cakewalk, you know? Things in life worth having don't come easy. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's so true. It's so true. And that's kind of the big picture. People are going to quit. People don't get it. People lose steam. It happens, but you guys, you're so capable of this. And I promise you, if you're consistent every single day with your posts and then reaching out to new people and starting conversations and just living a happier life, you guys will be amazed at where you are in a year's time or a year and a half, whatever. Everybody's story is different, but you're totally capable. So don't ever get distraught. If you are upset, come to us. But if you find yourself in a rut, you can get out of it. So I'll stop blabbing on, but I think we covered a lot today. You guys, anybody else have any questions? No? Well, we have a lot of bonuses. We have a lot of promotions on the line and bonuses.
Who's getting a bonus this month?
Allison, raise your hand.
Everybody raise their hand. It doesn't matter if you don't even have a distributor yet, you can still get a bonus. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Myself.
Your month can change so quickly, you know? People lose things or whatever, or things happen. Oh, Angela's raising hers. Awesome, Angela.
I see you, Sue. I see you.
Yeah, like, honestly, you guys, I want everybody to get the bonuses. Like, I was even saying to Chelsea earlier. No, I was saying this to Robin or someone. I said, whoever got all their names in for, like, the $10,000 drawing, like, I want someone on the team to win. Like, I mean, yeah, I'd be happy if I won, but I'd rather somebody on the team win. Like, I would rather someone, you know, who, not that we all don't need it. That's not what I'm saying, but I want everyone to see what it feels like to get a $10,000 bonus. Right, Chelsea?
God,
you know?
It's uncomfortable to say that you got it, because you're like, you feel like you won the lottery. Like, it's crazy. Crazy, but it's totally possible. And the cool thing about this business is you guys are in the right place at the right time, because this business does this all the time. Like, bonuses always come around, you know, and they doubled in this past spring after conference. you know, they'll more than likely do it again. So, oh, it's awesome. But headstrong, you guys, laser focus, you know, focus every day, set some time aside to really work this because you can do it. And I know a lot of you are going to get this. I want all of you to get it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. And you guys, Trudy was just saying here how she's had bad luck. You know what? We've all had bad luck, and you know, you just gotta move past it.
Yeah.
Listen to personal development if you're having a bad day. God, I had a bad weekend. I got over it. Today I decided I went to bed early last night. I got up, and you know, like, you just have to decide that your future is more important than a bad day.
Yep. You just
The
make it
biggest
happen.
thing, you guys. I've seen people quit when they're like so close to something great.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the worst because
it
you
kills
want
me. It kills me.
you want it so bad for them, and you're like, you're right there. But
It
then
kills me.
they don't. I'm like, oh, it's so sad.
Oh
But
no,
it is
Trudy
what it
has
is.
2 broken hands. Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry,
Trudy,
Trudy. How are you typing then? That's skill.
that is skill.
That's skill. But you guys, honestly, like, you know, just don't quit. Her nose. Cindy. Cindy can always brighten up any mood, hey?
She can.
I swear, I can be in like a bad mood or gone to fight with Jay, and I can scroll by and see like Cindy smiling on the team page or whatever it is. Aw. But yeah, just excited, being consistent, and just wanting it, right?
Totally.
You know? It's all about.
Yeah, laser focus, guys. I mean, get rid of the things that you're doing maybe during the day that you could actually be using that time to working your business or growing a new relationship. Again, you're all capable of this. And I want you guys to get that feeling because it's so cool and it's the best feeling ever whenever hard work truly pays off and you get a big bonus. But again, if it doesn't happen this month for you, you know, don't quit because there's more bonuses coming up. But get as close as you can to that bonus. And obviously our eyes on the prize, our positive affirmation is that it's going to happen. But if it doesn't, don't let that be detrimental to your business ever. Because
You know
you
how
guys,
many girls, oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you know how many girls were wanting to promote in September and it just didn't happen? I was one of them. You guys, like, literally woke up Saturday and I was like, yes! I was so happy. So many girls were working towards all those $5,000 bonuses and, you know, and I was like, yes! Yeah. That's why nobody promoted. Well, I mean, some people promoted Executive Ruby, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And, you know, people who are running for like Diamond and above, I was like, yes! Just how exciting would you be? Oh my God.
Well, it's awesome and everything truly happens for a reason and that kind of shows it. So you guys that are Ruby, going for Emerald, there's a bonus there. Ruby, there's still a bonus. I mean, that's till the end of the year. And that just shows you guys like anything is possible. Anything is possible in this business. So you were in the right place. That is for sure. All right, guys. Any questions before we hop off of here? Is somebody asking a question?
Just a top choice kind of meat. For under $10.
Abby. Abby's got her. She's funny. I'm just bugging you. Sorry, can I just say one thing quickly, you guys? A couple things on here. You know, if there's anybody who's ever negative or bringing you down or anything, honestly, just cut them out of your life, you know?
Yep.
You know, it's not, no one's your friend if they're putting you down or they don't believe in you or, you know, like just don't worry about those people. They're not paying your bills. We always say that. Tori put up a great video earlier about that. Mm-hmm. And those people usually come around and they're just unhappy with themselves or they're unhappy with something going on in their lives. Don't worry about those people. So
no. You know, this business actually, it allows you to kind of get rid of the dead weight in your life is what I say. At least on social media, it has for me. If anybody's ever been negative, y'all, the block and delete button is my best friend. It really is. So, you know, we're not in high school, so it's like, bye. I don't need you. Boy, bye. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't ever get down about anybody being negative because they're just jealous.
Awesome, guys. Anyone else had anything to say real quick? That was awesome, Chelsea. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, y'all. Thank you guys for being on. I appreciate you. Let's go get some
Anything else?
bonuses.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the bonuses. How much total do you think we're gonna earn as a team?
Whew.
A lot.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. And then we're gonna have all these 10,000 winners too.
Yeah. I was about to say pushing about 100,000. That's crazy.
You guys, so many people are talking about our team. Like, it's so exciting.
Mm-hmm. So many people want to switch to our team. That's so funny to me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I mean, I take that as a compliment, but also it doesn't matter. It does matter who signed you up, yet it doesn't, right? I mean,
yeah.
Some people are gonna not be able to move on from it, and I get that. I mean, some people probably in my position would have quit. And
right.
When are they pulling names, Tara? I think the 16th is Sue. Is that what you said?
Oh, the 16th.
I think the 15th or the 16th they're pulling names.
And conference tickets are on the 16th, guys. Seriously, business and life changing. I wasn't able to go last year, but I was able to watch it. But now I'm going, so I'm pretty fired up about that. But guys, I'm telling you, they say if you go to conference, you pretty much promote right when you leave, basically.
Oh yeah, you come home and you promote. And if you can't afford it, figure it out how to afford it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent a house, and you know what, you guys? I couldn't afford it either when I went. I really couldn't. I mean, I didn't have all this extra money just hanging around. But you have to, as Tara said, those who show up go up.
Totally.
It's 120%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Brandy, you have to come. Get off work. You guys, honestly, it'll change. You have to go.
It lights a fire in you, and you literally leave and promote. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah,
But
Brandy's selling her, what did she say? Oh, tell my sheriff. I thought she said she's selling her shirt. I was like, what? I can't read it. Brandy, you can come. I'll talk to your sheriff for you. Maybe we'll get them signed up as a distributor and they'll come too.
Seriously. Maybe we'll have a VIP little guide down there driving down.
Sarah, you're going to front for sure. Is it child friendly? How old's your child? It has to be a nursing child. You can't bring toddlers. Yeah, it has to be a nursing child. If your child is still nursing, if it's a baby. Otherwise, they're oh my gosh, imagine if I brought Harley. She'd be running up on the stage. Yeah, I think it's just newborns, to be honest. Otherwise, if everybody brought their kids, there'd be kids running around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason why I'm not bringing my husband. I'm just joking.
It's probably going to be loud, too.
Oh, it's so loud, you guys. It's so loud. Tara was at, well, we'll talk about that later. But you know what, you guys? It's so much fun. The cookies. Oh, the cookies. You guys, conference is amazing. I literally had a couple customers when I went. And I came back and I was so fired up. I went diamond a couple months later. And I was just so fired up. They had brought out the bonuses. I missed out on the double bonus, but I got the $10,000, which obviously is amazing. Mm-hmm. I know Chelsea and Victoria got the double bonuses. But again, it's great if you get a bonus, but a lot of people, Denise got all the way to Black Diamond without a bonus, and she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing real good.
She's doing okay.
She's doing real good.
Yeah.
But it's a cool experience. But if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. You're still going to promote eventually in the business, and the bonuses always come back. So, but ideally, put the positive affirmation out there that it's going to happen this month and see where it goes. Yeah,
you have to be positive and put it into action, and then you can promote. The sky is honestly the limit in this business, you guys.
That is truly best thing ever. All right, guys. Well, thank you for getting on. We love you guys, and we're excited.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.